Hey guys, Pogostick29 here. Welcome to episode number 32 of my Bukkit plugin coding tutorials. Before we begin, I just wanted to point out that my friend made some really awesome graphics for me. He made this banner, my little avatar, and he made all of these thumbnails. They're really cool, and by the time you watch this, I'm hoping that all the thumbnails will be up there. I uploaded them all, but YouTube isn't showing them for some reason. But he helped me make these awesome thumbnails. He, gave me the templates, and he made these awesome banner and avatar. So I just wanted to give a huge shout out to him. Thank you. And I just wanted you guys to check out his channel, Crave Live. He's starting out. He doesn't have any videos yet, but if you could just go ahead and give him, subscribe to him. He's really awesome. In fact, I'm going to do it right now. So, subscribe to him. I'm sure he's going to have some awesome videos. And so show your support. He's really awesome. Link will be in the description. Moving on. Now we're going to work on a Death Drops plugin where you can customize what items and XP get dropped when a player dies. And you could even do this for an entity. So I've set up a simple project and a simple plugin.yml, no commands or permissions. And basically all we need is a listener. So let's go ahead and set this up. Extends Java plugin, implements listener. And I did not add Bukkit to my build path. Alright, there we are. And, okay. So now we're going to go ahead and make our event handler public void on player death. And this is a player death event E. Now what we're going to do, I'll show you guys how to customize the XP, and then I'll show you guys how to customize the items. So you can call get dropped XP, EXP, or you can also call, set dropped EXP. So you can just easily change it to only drop one EXP. I assume it means one orb. I'm not completely sure. So you can easily get and set the amount of XP that is dropped. Now, as far as setting drops, there are two ways you can do this. By calling e.getDrops, it'll return a list of item stacks which represent all the items that are going to get dropped, and you can, have it remove. Like if you want, when a player dies, if you want them to drop everything except their diamond sword, then you can have it remove a diamond sword from their inventory. You can also do e.getDrops, e.getDrops.clear, which will get rid of all the drops and they will not drop anything. And you can do e.getDrops, add new item stack material.gold ingot 5. So now what this will do is when a player dies, it will drop one orb of XP, and then it will get rid of any drops, and then it will drop a new item stack. Okay, and you don't need to use, setting the drops. Now, a few other things you can do. You can set the death message. That's what shows up. That could be pretty cool for, like, a customizable death plugin that broadcasts different messages. You can do, you can set the dropped XP. You can set whether they keep their level or if they start over again. You can set the new XP they'll have when they respawn. Set the new level they'll have when they respawn. And you can also set the new total of experience. I believe you can have them. I'm not completely sure what that does, but, same thing as everything else. one other quick bonus I will show you. You can do the same thing with entities. Like, if you want to have it when you kill a sheep, shears will drop. So, go ahead and make another public void on entity death. Entity death event E. Import that. Now, what you can do is, this will be called anytime an entity dies, and I believe that this includes this does include entities. So, sorry, this does include players. So what you're going to want to do is you can say if e.getEntity instance of sheep. And go ahead and import sheep. And what this will do, if the entity is instance of sheep, so if the entity that died is a sheep, then first you can say sheep s equals sheep e.getEntity. And then this will give you access to special sheep related and you know, other things like that. You don't necessarily need to do that. But then what you can do is you can say e.getEntity dot get location dot no, I'm sorry. I believe that we want to do new item stack material dot shears and one. No. Okay. We want to do e.getEntity dot get world dot drop item e.getEntity dot get location comma new item stack material dot shears comma 1. And this can also be applied you know, basically within the world class, you can drop an item, you give it a location and an item, and it will drop the item at that location, which can be pretty helpful for other plugins like that. So, on enable, let's go ahead and just register our events. Bukkit.getServer.getPluginManager.register events, this, comma, this. And now let's go ahead and export this as death drops. Okay. And now let's head over to the testing server and start that up. And I will go ahead and start up 1.6. And I started up the wrong server. Started up the server that I use for testing my own plugins and not the one I use for the episodes. So, right, here we go. Let's go ahead and click play. Multiplayer, join our local host. Now, it's not going to be very easy to... Alright, here's what I'm thinking. Alright, so I'm going to set this as a warp, and I'll call it death. So now I'm going to go ahead and commit suicide. And now if I do /warp death, you will see that I found 5 gold ingots and 1 XP at that location. Now, let's say I go and clear my inventory and I change to creative and I grab a bunch of random items. Okay, now let's go back to survival. And if I go ahead and do suicide and I do warp death, then you will see I just got 5 gold ingots and 1 XP. And I did not get all of those items that I found. Now I'm going to go ahead, I think that's a sheep, so I'm going to go over and see. And let me grab a diamond sword. And as you'll see when I kill it, it drops the usual wool, but it will also drop 1 shears. And I believe here you can still do yeah. One good thing to note is that player death event actually extends entity death event, so they work very similarly, except that player death has like experience, and the player is it's a player instead of an entity, but they both are very similar. So you can again do e.get drops.clear, and then it will only drop a shears. So that is all for this episode. You guys learned how to make a pretty cool plugin to customize death drops for players and entities. As always, subscribe if you want to see more. Comment with what you want to learn. I have a nice list of things to do, so I won't run out for a few episodes, but always feel free to let me know if you want to learn something. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.